I want what God wants. Railroad Signal Tower. This is a story about a rail dispatcher who believes peace depends on making all the right decisions alone. In a tower full of crossing lines and changing signals, she learns that the happiest day begins when she steps off the fear track and lets love set the direction. Lena worked in the railroad signal tower at Crescent Junction, where trains arrived from every direction and nearly every moment required a choice. Track 3 or Track 4? Hold the freight or release the passenger line? Switch now or wait? At first, she loved the importance of it. She liked feeling useful, needed, in charge. But before long, her mind began running like a train with no brakes. One anxious train of thought followed another. What if I make a mistake? What if someone is upset? What if I choose wrong? By the time the morning rush arrived, Lena often felt as if her whole mind had jumped onto a fear track. One dawn, before the first whistle sounded, her supervisor Naomi found her staring at the control board. Naomi asked, "What kind of day do you want to have?" Lena sighed. "A day with no problems." Naomi smiled. "That is not the same as a happy day." She handed Lena a cup of tea and pointed toward the rails shining in the early light. Before the first decision appears, choose the day you want. Let go of the thoughts that describe a fearful world. Think instead about the blessings you want to extend. Lena looked puzzled. Naomi continued, "See, every conductor helped, every passenger blessed, every delay used for good. Let love set the thought track before fear starts switching the signals." The first call came in, then another. Soon the junction was alive with voices, bells, brakes, and pressure. A cargo train was late. A platform was crowded. A conductor snapped over the radio. Lena felt the old panic rising. Naomi touched the panel and said, "Before you touch one lever, say this: I make no decisions by myself." Lena hesitated, then whispered it. "I make no decisions by myself." Nothing changed outside. The radio still crackled, the train still moved, the tower was still busy, yet something changed in her mind. The conductor no longer sounded like an enemy. He sounded like a call for help. The late train no longer felt like a personal accusation. It felt like another chance to choose peace. The whole rail yard seemed less like separate problems and more like one shared movement, as if every train, worker, and traveler belonged to one mind. Naomi nodded toward the window. "You meet yourself on every line." Lena took a breath. Her thoughts slowed. The fear train lost momentum. A new train of thought arrived. Bless them. Help them. See a happy outcome. She rerouted one train, paused another, called the mechanic calmly, cleared the east track without blame. By noon, the tower did not feel easier, exactly. It felt lighter. Whenever judgment returned, Lena noticed it quickly and let it go. She became vigilant only for the fearful thoughts that tried to hijack the day. Then she returned again to the blessings she wanted to give. And because she kept giving peace, peace stayed. Late in the afternoon, two trains approached a crossing sequence too closely. On another day, Lena would have tensed, judged herself, and grabbed the controls in a rush. Instead, she grew still. "I need do nothing," she whispered. Not as passivity, as release. Then the next clear signal rose in her mind. Hold south, switch north. Clear platform 2. She moved without strain. The trains passed safely. No one below knew that a miracle had just occurred in the tower above, but Lena knew. Not because the world had become perfect, because love had replaced panic. At sunset, Naomi joined her by the window. "Well?" she asked. Lena watched the last train disappear into the gold of evening. "I think I understand now." "What?" Lena smiled. "I want what God wants." "And what is that?" "A happy day, a happy dream, a blessing for everyone, no private agenda, no fear making decisions, just love in charge." From then on, Lena began each shift the same way, before the levers, before the lights, before the first split in the rails. She chose happiness. She chose the thought track of blessing. And the railroad signal tower became more than a place of decisions. It became a classroom for remembering that miracles occur naturally as expressions of love. May we sing, rest, and dance our way home together.